I just wanted to touch on a few things that we didn't get to cover the other day. And I guess the first one is, I know a lot of y'all are wondering why I'm putting some of these on YouTube and some of them on Facebook. Well, the easy answer is that YouTube makes it a lot easier to do videos as far as uploading them. We don't have the greatest high-speed internet out here, so sometimes uploading a video file to Facebook can get kind of tricky. So if it's bigger, it's when I gotta start looking at YouTube and other places. So I know it makes it pretty inconvenient sometimes. Y'all want to get on Facebook and you just want to stay there, but and I can appreciate that. Unfortunately, it's just one of them things I don't have any control over. Anyway, back to these guys. I mentioned the other day that Highland cattle are the oldest registered cattle in the world. Now granted, most of that is due to the fact that their herd book was the first one registered. But they are an ancient breed. Back in 1,000 years ago, the Highlands were more like the size of Kyloe than they are Hamish here. They came in pretty much two distinct varieties. You had the Kyloe, which were on the outer aisles. They called them Kyloe, that's the Scottish word for cattle, because they used to swim across the Kyles, the narrow straits between the islands. So they got the name Kyloe. They were predominantly smaller and black. You had other colors, but predominantly they were black. They were smaller and had a little bit more hair to them because of the harsher conditions. The mainland Highlands were a little bit larger because they had more room to roam, more nutrients. Conditions weren't as harsh, so they got to grow a little bit bigger, a little less hair on them. But after so many centuries, they pretty much blended all into one cow, which is known as the Highland cattle. So yeah, Kyloe, as well as being his name, is pretty much also what he is. I guess it's kind of like naming your dog Dog. Seemed to fit him though, didn't it, buddy? Oh, that's another thing. One of the questions I'm getting a lot is, how often do you have to brush them? How long does it take? Well, if they're really bad off it, it'll take me about an hour to brush out each one, if they cooperate. Now, do I have to? No, I don't. I don't have to brush them at all. I do because they enjoy it. I enjoy it. I like spending time with them, being out here with them. When it's just me and them and the sun is shining and it's a nice warm day, hanging out with these guys gives me a sense of calm and peace that is sometimes rare to find on a day-to-day basis in real life.